Well, hello there, Nunu. I see you felt the need to jump into my lap yet again as though I was dying, and that you were the only one that could help, but that is simply not the case. Please stop. Okay, gotta start a new game because our last guy got exploded by a goddamn Titan. So, you know, gotta give this another go. I suppose, you hoser. Okay, time to choose a past. I think I'm gonna keep it the way that, like, I really like the idea of a traveling, like, telltale, you know, a tale teller. So I'm gonna choose a poet again. Yes, you may call me something. And I wish, I as a poet wish to go and, find the necessary, fulfillment. I wish for fulfillment. Hey Rhodes, how's it going? How you doing today? You shall call me sir. Oh, well, that is a thespian if I ever did see one. You shall call me sir. No, not Wickerbottom. Yeah. Juniper. Krabadat the Third. Yeah, that works. You gotta say the whole thing. Advice for a sea captain, don't much care, we'll just sell it. I'm sorry, what's going on? There it goes. There's a very slight delay. There we go. Okay, let's adopt the Blimmigan. No point in visiting the Admiralty. Let's offer passage. I think that's a good start. Someone wants to get on board. Who am I working with? He jumps for joy as you agree to take him aboard. Thank you, thank you. Please take me to Hunter's Keep right away. A lorn fluke, a full dead lorn fluke washed ashore. I'm doing my thesis on them. Do you know they can digest human memory? And I may never have a better chance to study one up close. I'm sorry, who did I just let on board? He has no money, so the other captains have no interest, but he's a passionate youth and promises that his studies on Lorn Flukes will be rewarded enough. And wants me to take him to Hunter's Keep. I see. Okay, let's go back to the shop. Let's go ahead and buy a bit of fuel. One flare, always one flare, and a couple of supplies as well. That leaves us with 50. I think that's good. It's time! Hi, Desi. Oh, and Davian, what's up? Uwu? Oh no, Davian's uwooing. That's how you know he's tired. I can turn off my light while I'm still basically in port. Save that slice a bit of oil. Guys, by the way, sorry for, you ain't even wrong. I know I'm not. I'm a master of human, speech patterns. I'm going back to working on the DD mini-boss concept. It's a Crimson Court one. Oh, no. Not Crimson Court, please, God, no. Been up for about 22 hours. Holy shit, dude, why? Hey, Duke Merle, I'm itchy. Have you tried scratching? Also, itchy in what way? I'll go ahead and turn on my light. Low bonus is right here, and look, hold on. Yeah, but as I was saying, sorry about starting up a bit late. I completely forgot to mention it, but I have basically a weekly thing where I tend to just hang out with Lefty for a while and we watch anime together. I forgot to mention it, that it ended up falling on today. Typically it fell more on like the weekends or something, and then it got moved to Monday, and then it stopped on Monday, and then we stopped doing Monday, and then it just fell on today. And I completely forgot to mention it. And then I had to get my dose of internet drama. I went on Twitter and oh my god, shit is stirring. Just let me tell you. Delicious. I love internet drama. Because it's one of those things where it's like, man, like, I don't give a fuck about what's going on, but like, damn, I love watching all of these people make a fuss about this. This is delicious. It's a bit messed up, lol. You want me to describe him? Yes, Ro, I absolutely want you to describe him. Please do. Our colors don't look good together. My color and your color? Yeah, I can see that. Also, scratch your arm. I did many things today. What'd you do? A hump of dark rock swelling. Inspect the Lorn Fluke with the anxious university student. It lies on the shore just beyond a hill. You can just make out the fluke's spikes over the grass. The anxious student rushes by you, whooping, but he stops on the hilltop. On the shore, standing before the mass of dead needles, is a drowny in a Nuncian postal uniform. He glowers up at you. This is not where the fluke belongs, the drowny cries in a plummy voice. It's to be taken elsewhere. It already has a delivery label. That means I have to deliver it. The student sneers. Sod your label. Sir, help me haul the beast to Station 3. My advisor at the college has arranged room there for its dissection and study. My work will benefit us all. Where will the corpse go to? Oh, I get to choose? What the fuck even is this? It's an eyeball it's a dark hole eyeball. Good day today. Me and Luna walked a few miles at park. We love being #outdoorsy. Double #outdoorsy. That's how I got this bit. Then my roommate and I made food together because we're cute and we watch movie and then Minecraft time. Then I bleach hair more, and then now I'm here. Yeah, your hair is... It's looking good. It's looking good. Guys, it is labeled already. But this kid says that it's going to benefit us all. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, the student says. The Lorn Fluke is tied by very reluctant sailors to drag behind your stern. On your deck, the anxious student twitches with delight. I can't believe what we have. I'm just... His hands tighten on the railing. The drowny postman stares up at you both. It's natural for corpses to grimace, but when the corpse is still alive and is actively upset at you, it is additionally distressing. Oh, ignore him. I have no reason to walk in the gardens, because that reduces stress, so... let's, for one, reconnoiter to get a report, and then, let's present ourselves at the house. Knock and enter. A maid with smoldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlor where 3 young women wait. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. To excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? I've been thinking if you could have an element or power, what would you have? For example, I would have control over sound. Teleportation. I think teleportation is just a really good one. Or, actually, the other one is the ability to read people's thoughts. I really like the idea of being able to just jam my way into people's minds and be like, what do you have waiting in here, me wonders? It's very light, ooh-woo. Drunken winemaker, he presses corpses into the wine press he guard and drinks from the wine for healing and buffs. He swipes at you with a broken bottle. He also can reuse the corpse again and again. Reuse, seduce, recycle. Or, sorry, reuse, reduce, recycle. There we go. That is actually a really cool concept for a boss route. I really like that. Ooh. Ooh, and that really fits the Darkest Dungeon vibe as well. You should send that to the developers. Let them see if they like it. And I would be scared of doing it to friends. Like, I probably only ever use it whenever my interest is piqued. And I don't want it to just be like... I want it to just be like in person. I want to be able to be talking to a person on the mic and be like, let's just see what you're thinking right now. But of course, I'd only use it whenever I'm curious. Like, I try to respect people's privacy to the best of my abilities. Let's have luncheon with Lucy. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidentially a complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow all the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends up in an attic and the butler in a vicar's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently at the window panes. By the time the plum pudding arrives, you're as cheerful as you've ever been in months. Gained 1 supply, lost all of my hunger. I got acquainted with the sisters. You now have the gods of the Z Stone's attention. I don't know if stone is better than salt. I don't know. I believe it's just best to avoid all of the gods in this game. Oops. Low Barnet has a place I can stop at. I suppose I'll go ahead and do that. I would be scared of, let's see. I think you are done working on the game at this point, working on DD2. I gotcha. Yeah, they are done working on it, and they are working on DD2, but, I have a feeling that's probably going to be the same setting, and that's really the big thing. Just as long as it's the same setting, they might still end up using, the same, like, creatures. Does that make sense? Oh, no, Low Barnet is a place that I can only go to if I have an Untersee, vehicle. You know, I need a submarine, is what I'm trying to say. I can't go to Low Barnet, in my current vehicle, is what I'm trying to say. Ignore me! Alright, I need to speak to you. Now you mention it, I have always had a desire to see Frostfound, the place where the sea rises to become a castle. Yeah, that whole deal. I can increase my mirrors with this guy. Up to what is basically 50. This costs a secret. Okay, let's also trade off the mascot with the Blimmigan. You just tickle the Blimmigan. Okay. Yeah, but, I'm sorry. Hello. How's it going? You're gonna die. He fired first. We all saw it. His name is Han Solo, and he fired first, and I swear that on my life. What you got? Parabola is the serpent placed behind mirrors, or someone made that up. In that case, where do they weave this sleek and ambery glimmering cloth? Well, got some parabola cloth. That's, I'm saying parabola, it probably is meant to be, pronounced parabola. Probably. I'm going to tear off my skin. It is so itchy on my arm. Holy shit, dude. Oh, that's a good idea. That's an idea. A fallen stone. Now and then rocky fragments fall from the roof of the neath. The decks of older ships are pocked with scars. The sound is one no landlubber knows, and no sailor will ever forget. This one has smashed the glass of the deck binnacle. Ill omen, one sailor cries. The god in the roof, storm is angry. In the story, Storm is the noisiest, angriest, and least reasonable of the Z-gods. Better not take chances. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and sacrifice some supplies. Your sailors know the words. You mumble them. A gift of wine and fish is suitable, marked with the captain's blood. Ow. Bound with copper wire and cast overboard from the bow. The package bobs for a moment, then is sucked beneath the ship. You know something of the three gods of the Z. You now have the gods of the Z Storm's attention. Oh, of course! I'm just getting all the Z gods' attentions, huh? Can you find some anti-itch cream? I don't have. Guess I'll die, hee hee. But you can't die. Not before you make the awesome hair. You gotta make the awesome hair first. Waves slap the side of the ship far below. Something moves. I like to think it's like a meaty slap instead of like a water on metal slap. Just a you know, that sort of slap. Can turn off the light for a little bit. We're actually, yeah, we're actually okay here, right next to Carissa's point. We may gain just a small amount of terror, but it'll be fine. Yeah. Can save up the smallest amount of fuel basically by staggering your lights, from what I've noticed. Unless it takes up a certain amount of fuel just to turn your lights on. Not 100% sure. And we're docked. Dickmaro is more excited for my hair than I am, lol. It's too well hydrated now, nothing will stick in this hair.
Oh, I just like people's hair, okay? I think hair is what makes people pretty.
Gotta give it a day minimum. Days of shrooms and roses. The new tomb colonist surveys Vinderblight, shaking her head.
It won't do,
she says.
It won't do at all. I had no idea this place would be quite so unrepossessing. Perhaps we can liven it up a little yet. If only I knew a helpful sea captain.
Yeah, I know. I gotta bring you 10 things of alcohol. It was 10, right? Yeah, okay. But let's explore the place. Gather some gossip. Go ahead and visit the first curator. Go ahead and get this mission. And then let's explore Vinderbite. Here they favor candle lights over gas lights. The shadows are swagged with like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. The builders of this place worked with great slabs of neath-wall stone, carved with blank-eyed, unsmiling faces and blocky stoic serpents. I don't got the mirrors for that. Picnic. Creepers climb the shattered pyramid. An owl blinks at you from an idol's mouth. In the undergrowth, a cave lizard munches decorously as a white cricket. This place seems peaceful. Rest for a while. I don't really... Can I just close this? Nope. Okay. The Neath is rarely gentle. Treat this place as enemy territory. Sure. Only shadows. This place was deserted long ago. You find traces of guilt on a shattered altar. Remnants of vermilion paint on a rotting ritual mask. Nothing else. Only gained 1 terror and I got a fragment out of it, so it's really not that bad. Off we go! Keep what alive? What? I'm getting very impatient. This is taking too long. I don't think anyone else spaces stuff out this much, but I'm trying really hard to keep it alive as possible. Oh, her hair wrote. Desi means her hair. You know, so that she does... Like, you ever felt someone's hair and it just feels like a weave? She's trying to avoid that. Which is very understandable. I got the secret! No islands within Zeebat's range. I always just try and travel up the coastline in order to, hit up any places I can. It's super soft, actually. Rock on. It's split a lot, but at least it's soft, long. And, you know, you can always do some management in order to make it, Sorry, there's a living iceberg right there. You can always do some management after you've dyed it. You know, cut any split ends, comb it out. You know, that sort of deal. I'm fucking freaking out, Scoob. You fucking see that thing? That's a goddamn moving iceberg. That thing's gonna fuck us up. Now be careful of floating iceberg, or of living icebergs. Those things will kill you. They'll one-shot your ass. Cause fuck you. Hey, Sensors Arch. Let's go ahead and send out the Zeebat. Hey, where there's some distance to the north. AKA, it's right there. Let's dye you pink? Like, my entire body? No. My hair? Also no. Quite literally, anything about me you try and dye pink will get you killed. Another goddamn iceberg. Yeah, in this game you gotta learn patience. You gotta learn to take it slow when you can. The House of Question. Let's go whither. Gather some intelligence, get a port report. Shore leave on Wither? No. Explore the town. Sure. Wither is a quiet, chilly town of grey stone and closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. Who'll try, who'll buy? A street vendor turns skewers on a grill. The mixed scents are nothing like anything sold in London. Grilled troglodyte prawns. Huge and pale, and their eyes still stare bleakly into yours. But they smell fresh. Oh, I need more hearts. I'll just get the troglodyte. Tangy and toothsome. Walk on, chewing cheerfully. Lost 2 terror, gained a fragment, and I lost 5 hunger. How wonderful. To the House of Question. I am not going to fucking defy the gods. I'm gonna want to set myself up with a few kids before I go pissing off the gods, you know? Pink Merle time? No. Place is random every time you play. Semi. So, basically, along the west coast and I believe the south coast, it is basically the same no matter what. However, there are points in this, like, basically, certain areas of this, of the map are randomly generated. And, if you die, and you have an heir, then when they end up adopting your ship or whatever... Oh, shit. They will, basically, the areas where it is randomly generated will randomly generate again. So, it kind of runs a cool aspect of, like, if you know, the basic areas, you know, the places that are always going to be the same, then you have that as an advantage. But going out into the, further sea, is much more of a challenge and you could very well die. You know, naturally. Of natural causes, such as getting eaten by a sea serpent. Let's go ahead and compile a port report. Wonderful. Okay. And just like that, basically what we're going to do is we're going to travel east until our fuel reaches 5. And I'll keep the lights on in order to control the amount of terror that we're getting. And once our fuel reaches 5, we'll go ahead and just head south until we are basically directly east of London, and then we'll head over there. He says no, but what he means is yes. Arf. God damn, another one? Another one. This must be Void's approach. The air crackles with frosty radiance to the north, and false stars fail in the darkness. Not fall, fail. Yeah, so, one of the things about the Z-Bat that we send out is basically, when we send it out, it ends up going in a huge circle around our place. And if it finds anything, it will let us know. About to go through another ration. It always builds up until 50 and then we eat one. What? Oh. What's the northeast? The Chapel of Lights. We'll have to make a stop there eventually, but for right now, I think we're okay. I wonder if these people are friendly. Let's get a little bit closer and see if they decide to start killing us. But or we could just click on them. Nope, they're named ship. Named ships tend to be friendly. What's going on here? More of this should have been revealed. Of course, it might just be too dark or something. Some distance to the southeast, Shepherd Isle. We could actually go ahead and make a quick stop over there and probably still be okay. We've discovered Shepherd's Isle. And it looks like there's a port right there. Maybe? Possible. I don't know anymore. I really like the, I really like the artwork for just these places. They kind of have a sort of D&D aspect to them, if that makes sense, where it's like, it's top down. Like, I would totally use these as maps, is what I'm trying to say. As battle maps. By the way, does anyone else keep up with internet drama? Like, is that a thing that's, like, weird to do? Or is that just something everyone does? Shepherd's Isle. Of course. The bearded watchman tells you. There are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. Sheep are mostly illegal here. No, indeed, it's just the name of the gentleman that found the island. Greybeard sitting in the village square nods solemnly. No sheep, one says, but plenty of tails. Ask us anything. Ooh! I like asking for tails. Let's first things first compile a port report. Oh yes, there's been goings on. In the bleak of light, the false stars. Surface roiling like a porridge pot. Up with a roar of steam and flash of fire. 3 widows swim in tentacles. And then we saw His Highness. I'm sorry, what? The sigil-ridden navigator. I only got 50 echoes, my dude. I can't do it. Navigator is the first officer who increases mirrors and veils. I see. Picnic at the Standing Stone. Unlocked with Terror 1. I have 17. The bearded villagers will sell you mutton stew and kefir and stone bottles of cold fresh spring water and row you over to the stones. Tale of the Standing Stones. I guess the bearded villagers are happy to talk about the local sites. Well, site. A long way from home. You heard of the Pillared Sea, where Irem lies? Wise man from Irem came here. 80 years ago. He planted 3 pillars. They were as big as fingers when I were young. Now they're as you see them. In my son's time, they'll be big as dock cranes. One memory of distant shore. Sweet. Okay, and I can only do it once. I'm not spending 50 echoes in order to get this silvery navigator. Okay. Let's go ahead and get back to getting. Yeah, we gotta make it to London before we run out of fuel. Headaches that only stop while you work. Poor guy. Yeah. The southwest. Wonderful. That's along the way. We could just head just straight line over there. What's the place? Ah, it's the Abbey Rock. Hmm. 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 I remember, I actually used to have something similar to that. I used to get, yeah, just horrendous headaches or, sometimes migraines, whenever it was too quiet. Like, if I didn't have... Or, like, and when I say quiet, I mean, like, I'm not doing anything. Like, if I wasn't at school, if I wasn't doing some form of work, I would just get a horrendous headache. So which is one of the reasons why I hated going outside, was because there were, like, I didn't feel as though there was anything to do. That was when I was young and inexperienced. Now I'm like, there's plenty of things to do, like, look at trees. Abbey Rock. A black spit of an island far from anywhere anyone would want to go. And that's how the Sisterhood likes it. Here stands their fortress convent. There are bear traps that look friendlier than this. Bear traps that look friendlier than this. Trade supplies. Resources are limited on the Bleak Rock. The Sisterhood will pay a fair price for supplies. Not a good price, mind. 20 echoes to be precise. Oh. That's exactly the amount it takes for me to buy it. No. Do you think you'd have a chance at surviving in this world? I'd probably succumb to the madness. Lol. Also can't swim. Well, it depends, Rope, because if you stay on London, like the land, then you basically don't have anything to worry about. All of the dangers are out at sea. If you stay on the land, though, supposedly you just never die. You become old and decrepit by a certain point, to the point where you're just kind of a burden on society. But you'll live as long as possible. At which point they ship you off to basically corpse land. But as long as you don't go to sea, you should be okay. Let's compile a port report. It's unlikely to be eventful. As always, nothing is happening. The sisters watch us. We feel their eyes. The sea crashes on the rocks, withdraws. The fortress stands stolid as the last year of a century. The greatest peril you risk here is a certain purpleness of prose. Memoirs, beginner's luck. Huh. Can knock at the Ironstone gates with one thing of recent news. Oh, if I have no more than 0. So if I have no recent news, then I end up getting this. I see. Recent news wouldn't be a bad idea. Wait a while and see. Exotic refuse. The convent is silent. A few lights prick its bulk. Bells sound the times of prayer. You're almost ready to give up when a side door opens. 4 nuns march out carrying something wrapped in a blanket and fling it into the sea. You creep down to examine it. It was likely unidentifiable, even before the nuns used it for weapons practice. Now it leaks fluid from a dozen puncture wounds, but it still smells of the Z. I got a strange catch out of that. Okay, let's knock on the Ironstone gates. Nothing. Far away, a great bell tolls. Drizzle begins to fall. You sneeze. Let's search our surroundings. A map, a mask, the face beneath. Someone died here, far from home, long enough ago that their flesh is gone. A visager, by the look of their frog mask. The mask will be worth a bit. The skull would look good on a mantelpiece. And what's this map? So I got an outlandish artifact, a lamentable relic, and a revelatory chart? And I gained 5 terror. I'm fine with that. And I am definitely not trading supplies with these guys. Time to get heading back out again. We'll go this way. Where are these iron and mirrors you're talking about? So those are basically stats. So up here, there's irons, which destroy, increase the damage your attacks do. So each of these have an effect while you're sailing, and then they also are used in skill checks. There's mirrors, which are detection and perception. The higher your mirrors, the quicker you can find a firing solution in combat. Veils, speed, stealth, deception. Decreases the range at which enemies will spot you. Pages, esoteric and occasional practical knowledge. Increases the speed at which you convert fragments to secrets. Basically, every time we find a place, we end up gaining fragments. And if we get enough fragments, we end up getting a secret. And secrets are wonderful. They are so useful. A tiny breeze stirs your hair and dies. And then there's hearts. Inspire, heal, defend. Sometimes help with tests around terror. So having higher hearts should make it so you gain less terror. But yeah, so all of those have an effect on the ship. And then, of course, if I'm dealing with something where it's like, hey, killing this thing is the best solution, you know, let's shoot it down, then I'm going to want a high iron. You know, I am a poet, so I have high pages, which basically means if I'm dealing with, I believe things like rumors, or not rumors, but like, riddles and whatnot tends to deal with pages, or things where matters of the mind, you know, so it's like matter of the body, matters of the eyes, I don't know about veils, matters of the speed, something. Like willpower and HP? Exactly. I'm not out of field just yet. Let's have lunch with... Let's go with Lucy. Lost 10 terror, gained 1 supplies, lost some hunger. Gained memory of a distant shore. I now have 2. And of course I gained Stone's attention. Because Stone is a fucking dick. I'm gonna barely be able to make it. I'm gonna have to turn off my light, but I gotta go slow, I gotta turn off my light, and I just kind of have to travel. And now we are back to shore. So, now that we're in London, we can just turn in our port reports, get a whole bunch of free fuel. Yes! And we'll have to resupply on food. Let's collect messages from the harbor master. Someone wants to sign on. Something that's changed underneath. That's all for now. Well, I have another day of free evening. Let's go ahead and get the, oh, well, not yet. We gotta go to London, we gotta go to the, Admiralty. Yeah. So we'll visit and we'll just give them all of our port reports. Because basically they designed this game so that you are always able to get mun-muns. Basically, go to a port, write down what you find, go and hit up as many ports as you can, and then come back here and just turn it all in. And basically, as long as there's, like, what, a month in between you visiting a port and you don't have a port report, you can make another port report. Money is kind of hard to get. It is hard to get. This is just one way to get money. The best way to make money, though, is going to be trading. We need to find a good we need to find places where trade goods, like exotic trade goods, are very cheap, and then bring them back here or, you know, wherever and sell them. I don't have the fails in order to do that. Shepherd, I'll submit as unsubstantiated hearsay. We do hear some unlikely tales of that place. Friendly scoffing. I agree, it does seem implausible. So many of the stories from that place do. Still, there's a little gold of truth in the mud of rumor from time to time. Your payment, sir. 10 echoes, a favor. New accomplishment. And more fuel! We categorize it as a military installation, you know, although that has occasioned some quite vigorous debate. Probably for good reason. One for Codex. I'm done with that. Let's talk to this man. So let's go ahead and I do have a revelatory chart. Let's find out if it's real. Sure. A careful inspection. He scrutinizes the chart minutely through a lens. He doesn't, you notice, remove the dark spectacles. It passes. He remarks. The usual fee applies. And just like that, 250 echo. Hells yeah. Let's go ahead and ask if there's anything in particular he needs. Speak to our agent there and return. We'll see that you're rewarded. He needs strategic information from Wither, far north of London. That's not too bad. We could easily hit that place up. What do you need? Okay. Okay. So one of the things that we can do is, since we have enough Admiralty's favor, we can basically just be like, yo, could you give us some supplies? You know, since we've been doing so many things for you. You know, you owe us some favors. Do you have problems with inventory? Not really. Not with the beginning ship. The beginning ship starts off with 40 spaces of inventory, which, mind you, isn't a lot, but it's enough. The worst ship that you can have, which is basically a rescue ship, has 1 HP, as I learned. And it basically just starts off with, it only has 5 spaces of inventory. So basically, you go 3 fuel, like, 2 food, and then you, like, sail somewhere, get a port report, and head back immediately, because there's no way you can go anywhere else. And you just try and do that. So try to avoid getting that shit stain of a ship at all costs. So yeah. Ask if the Admiralty can provide a little fuel to cover your costs. This will take you to the dry dock, where 1 point favor will get you 2 to 3 fuel. Admiralty yards. Oh. Oh. It takes quite a bit of heart in order to do this. Perhaps not. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. Hee 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 hee. What? What are you laughing at, Desi? Are you laughing at me? Do I need to fight you? Let's visit the university. The university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, Z specimens, and other tidbits of esoteric lore. Provide a secret to prove yourself worthy of entry. Oh yes. The university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes. This is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. He explains, teeth glinting. I want to hold on to the strange catch because there's a number of things I can do with it. Fight me? You asked for it. Lamentable relic. An outlandish artifact shaped by hands unknown. I guess I do have a few memories of distant shores. The alarming scholar is mercurial, to say it the least. A creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth, possibly her... Is it her? Appointment at University Maritime Liaison was precautionary to keep his... Is it his? Razor-sharp enthusiasm from causing too many inquiries in the faculty. Ah, yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? A memory of a distant shore. As the alarming scholar listens, tears well in the depths of those shining, or is it blazing, eyes. They overflow, splashing on the desk blotter. Stop! She sobs at last. This is too beautiful. Allow me to bring the macabre memories. I wish each individual tone recalled. Favors antiquarian is increasing. Ooh. Do I want to give them some of these other things? You know, like the relic, I'm holding on to the strange catch. There's a lot of options to do with the strange catch. The outlandish artifact, I suppose? I'm really nervous about giving this. This belongs in a museum, assuming that colonial imperial appropriation for the purpose of hegemonic taxonomization is a suitable response to the problem of intercultural contact, which it probably is, because museums are magnificent institutions. Fuck. Oh, it's fine. Okay. Sure. It says it belongs in a museum, after all. Here you go. We have something like that. He declares. But not very like that. Interesting. I have some ideas about suitable fees. I gained 100 echoes. I lost the outlandish artifact. I gained some favor with the antiquarian. And I got a fragment. Cool. Let's consider a specialist surgeon. Give you 30 echoes to go ahead and join my crew. I need you to join my crew. Let's speak with her. Let's go ahead and invite her to dine with us. My mother was the child of a surgeon in the first city. You might say the knife work runs in the family. There's a wicked, quirking smile at the corner of her mouth. Then there are the rumors about my father. She would deny there's any truth in those. I got a strange catch. Let's increase this relationship a little bit further. She becomes more talkative when she has something to cut. Perhaps you can get her to say more about her father. Who was he then? There's flincing, deboning, an orderly arrangement of scales from large to small. This was the creature's favorite organ, she says, working briskly with tweezers and blade. Don't touch it. The purple bits are toxic. She only turns to personal matters when she's had a chance to rinse her fingers. I get my proficiency with metal from both sides of the family, she says, watching your expression closely. Then, Mother was a favorite with Mr. Iron. She says that they only work together, that Mr. Iron sponsored her work and provided her with tools, sharper tools that do not bend so easily. I've learned about you. An iron, truly? I need a live specimen. I think I need a net for that. Do I want to increase my hearts some? I wouldn't be against it. Having higher hearts is probably a good idea. What's this guy got to offer? He has to offer mirrors. Yeah, let's trade some secrets. Oh, whoops. Let's see, what else is there?
A little gift. Very fine evening to you, Captain. What you might call mentor.
Yeah, this whole deal. Let's inquire further. Then we will accept his dispensation. For 10 fuel and 5 supplies, it's worth it. I accept the proposal, and now I got a suspicion. Let's go to my lodgings. Let's read the paper. And what else do I want to do? Let's go to the rest of the city. I don't really need to hire on more crew, at least not at the moment. Let's go ahead and, let's go to the Rose Market, see if there's anything worthwhile.
I don't have live specimens.
And for once, I don't have a Soothe and Cooper long box. I swear I almost always have one in this game. Okay, let's go ahead and peruse the Wolfstock Docks. A strange night out. You wake in the back room of Gaston's Lampery, head pounding. You had something to drink, but beyond that, it's a little hazy. Your knuckles are bloody. Your blood, you think? And your shirt bloody likewise. Probably not yours, unless your blood is slick and greenish. You've had better nights. A difficult brew, Gaston says gnomically. I lost 3 terror, I lost 10 echoes. I got recent news, and I lost another day free. Whatever. Wow, I only had 20% chance of not getting lucky. That sucks. The guy with the knife looks pretty evil. Nah, I'm sure he's fine. He's just a businessman. And businessmen are never evil. My lodgings. I have nothing to gain here. I can lose, like, a bit of terror at a time by resting here, but it's not really worth it. Ah, yes, and of course, let's, well, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and buy ourselves some, probably some extra supply. Hold on, actually. Torpedo nets. Deploy these in combat for unparalleled protection against oh, that's for torpedoes. How do I get live specimens? Me wonders out loud. How much ones do I have? 455. I should work on getting better, what do you call them, engines first. We'll aim for 1,000. We'll aim for the 1,000 one. Sorry, Jack, it's just good business, Lord Beckett. How's it going, Captain Crow? What's up? How are you doing today? Well, I guess it's now tonight, but, you know, details. Well, let's go ahead and just buy ourselves a bit of supplies. We'll round it up. 10 and 20 fuel. There we go. I think that's good. So let me see if I can remember correctly. Objective. I need to get strategic information from Wither, which is far north of London. Bring wine to Vinderbite. Gods of the Sea. Stone, Storm, and Salt. There are powers. You now have the Gods of the Z Stone's attention. It's very far away, but perhaps it's watching you. Ancient Anger knows you. Oh! All because we made a sacrifice? Noted. Never fucking give anything to the gods. Don't let them rule you, it seems. So we have to go up to Wither, which is... it's all the way up there. It's gonna be a little bit, but it's fine. Let me also take a quick look. What's in my hold? I have a bale of parabola linen.
Parabola. Not much, tired, but I wanted to see your stream before I doze off. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I went ahead and got myself caught up on the latest drama that's going on in, YouTube life, I guess. You know. Well, you know, according to the people that I follow. And boy, is it juicy, you know? It's just, delicious.
Sipping.
We'll go ahead and head off to Hunter's Keep. And since we have so much fuel, we might as well keep the light on as long as we can. As long as we can afford it, I should say. So, we'll just go ahead and wait up. We'll hit up Hunter's Keep again, say hello, have some fun, you know, the usual. Which reminds me, I'm quickly reminded, bound for Station 3 with the anxious university student. I need to find Station 3, I guess.
Do you lose HP if you touch those little things in...
See emitting light? No. That's, those are just buoys with light on them. It's perfectly fine to touch them. Let's talk with Phoebe today. Phoebe has a story to tell. Of two lovers parted by water, of a raven that carried messages, of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table as she speaks, as if to a song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attention drifts out through the skylight of the dining room to the false stars glittering in the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore. The Untersee shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens on black velvet. Ships bob like wood chips between the islands. Vast spine things pulse in the depths. There's a scent like the scent before a storm. A storm came, says Phoebe quietly. Everything changed. Somewhere in there, you finish the last course. The scowling maid reluctantly serves cheese and Bath Oliver biscuits.
Ooh, that sounds good. The game saying reminds me of Bilgewater. That's actually a really, that's a good way to think about it, Captain. Like, if you don't know about the Sunless Sea lore, absolutely look it up. It'll just give you hours of hours upon hours of amazing and interesting lore. It's great. Are we gonna play a Naga Kaboris?
Prob's not. Got a memory of a distant shore. I gained the supplies, lost the food I had, lost some terror, gained some fragments, and Gods of the Z, Storm's attention. I think Storm's the one that currently hates us. An ancient anger knows you. Let's never talk to Phoebe again. Ever. Seriously, like, you don't want to, like, so basically in this game, the gods, there's 3 of them. And basically, you don't think about the gods, you don't talk about the gods, the gods, for all intents and purposes, if you can manage it, do not exist. Because if you talk about the gods or anything, then guess what? You're fucked. My food at 16. I just dispose of them. Yeah, but you talk about the gods, you think about the gods, you so much as breathe in a way that slightly sounds like a storm, you're fucked. Because the gods will do everything in their power to just kill you if they end up learning about you. Which, one of them does. One of them does know about me. And now they're gonna try and kill me. Ah! Don't run for me! Yay! I killed him. Let's loot. Hardtack and water and an unexpected box of nails. A would-be wit remarks that the nails look tastier than the hardtack, until an officer glares silences her. Okay, back to going north. Let's keep the light on.
So, Eldritch Horrors. Basically, this game is filled with Eldritch Horrors, Captain. It is a very, sort of, Lovecraftian sort of setting, to put it gently. But it's very entertaining. They did a wonderful job of, establishing a deep and intricate lore. And basically the idea is just that at some point in time, London just sunk down. And basically ended up in a world under the world, I believe is a good enough way to put it. And basically, everything above London, like everything on the surface, is perfectly fine. But everything down here is completely different. And again, you're basically dealing with Eldritch Horrors. While the rest of the world is just going on with its merry life. You know, because they don't give a fuck. It's a really cool premise. This is Venderbite, which is not where we need to get this info from, but we can gather some gossip while we're here, and might as well explore Venderbite a little bit. Hey, we got a tale of terror. Sweeter scents draw you into a shop which sells candles, lilac, lavender, honey. You fall into a discussion of their manufacturer with the shopkeeper. Yes, she says, proudly displaying her missing arm. We render ourselves to good end. Oh, don't look like that. Our fats are a finer quality than any other, and we grow tired of our bodies down here. So I'm trying to get your attention. A tomb colonist draws you a little way away from the clattery air. Don't tell her you met me, he says in hoarse rasp. A mother cut my voice. Hoped to fix it so I wouldn't be able to look for my daughter. So I wouldn't want to. He wheezes. Didn't work. Operations never completely effective. Need to know my daughter as well. Happy. Finding enough patience. Getting enough to eat and so forth. In exchange for the simplest news, he explains himself. I'm her father, he says.
Ordinary engineer. Not the sort of parent she would want.
Okay. And we can continue on with our mission. Yeah, we'll head up to Wither, and then basically, I guess we can actually explore out into the deeper Z a little bit more. See if we find anything, you know. So, one thing I love about this game is actually just how slow-paced it is. Like, you kind of get, like, you could go fast-paced, but that just eats up your fuel to a point where it's like, oh my goodness. Like, it's so much better to just kind of, like, sit back and take in everything. It's really enjoyable, in all honesty. Yeah, to just kind of take in the art style, and, you know, because, like a good way to put this is, like the Underdark in D&D. I've always had a love of the Underdark. Basically, just this place under the place that you live that is completely foreign and different. I absolutely love that as a premise. It is an interesting and spooky... Oh! Fucking run! Like, oh god, Scoob! I don't wanna fight it. Wait. We might be able to. If we could get stuck right here. Come on. Whoops. Oh gosh, hello. Looks like that'll work. Yeah, it looks like that'll work. He's just barely getting stuck. I missed. That's really spooky. So yeah, that's a lifeberg. It's an iceberg that's alive. And I'm gonna kill it. Because I can cheese this. And we'll see what we get out of it. Have you ran into any of the Eldritch Horrors at sea? Like the ones where if the scholar wanted to see it, Huntington. So maybe if you take a look at the VOD last night when I was playing this, at the very end of the VOD, or near the very end of the VOD, a creature showed up with 1,000 health, started approaching us, I started moving away, and then did like 50 damage to my ship and sunk us immediately. So that may have been something along those lines. That may have been an Eldritch Horror. I don't quite know. I'm staying the fuck away from the general area that I saw it. And now I'm killing a lifeberg. Yeah, this is working well. I'm very proud of this. He gets so close every time. Luckily, he's not able to get close enough. God damn it. Forgot to turn off the light. Of course, I guess I saved a little bit on terror, so that's something. I'll just hang out here if you don't mind. This weapon doesn't do a lot of damage, but it works. I missed. Okay. The air trembles, a breath of change passes. I like to think that...
Like, we've just been here.
We've just been here for days now, shooting at a lifeberg that is trying to kill us. I don't like the snow I'm seeing over there. It's making me nervous.
How's it going, Jeff? What's up? I love all of you.
Well, thank you.
I hope you ate your vegetables today, Jeff.
I can't wait for you to die and for me to feast on your entrails. It's gonna be great. Our terror is just slowly rising, but it's actually not that bad at the moment. Primarily because we're right next to a shoreline. Basically, being near a shore will decrease how fast your terror builds.
We're almost through him, guys. Do mushrooms count? No, those are funguses. Mushrooms are fungi. So no. Does anybody have a badge, or is it just me who has no badge in chat? You have a badge. You got the thingy.
Off we go. You've destroyed a lifeberg. Take a moment to enjoy your victory, then poke through the fragments. Concentrate on gathering treasure. Need money. Dark fragments. Fragments gleam like obsidian in the depths of the ice. Their glassy blackness recalls Mount Nomad, the predatory terrain feature which haunts the blackness of Void's approach. What is the connection? You now have 1 hunting trophy and 2 outlandish artifacts. Sweet. This is a wonderful day. Okay, let's get back to heading north, you know, like we were doing before we got sidetracked with a very stupid lifeberg. Azalea is praying. Don't fucking pray, you asshole! Yeah, we'll go ahead. Actually, I'll keep the lights off. It's fine.
Fine, we don't need it. I love you. I love you too, Desi. Always remember that. I got up to go to the bathroom and got distracted playing with Snapchat and accidentally sat back down. I hate myself.
You fool! Oh, Codex is right. Oh, wait, no, I did go to Codex. I'm going to Wither right now. Oh!
So how are you, Jeff? What'd you do today? Also, is that fucking Winnie the Pooh holding the heart?
The air trembles, a breath of change passes. I don't like that. That scares me. Going to reduce some of this horror that terror that we're feeling. Okay, and we're here. A riddling contact. Unlocked with 25 fragments, you have 61. Yeah, that's plenty. Ah, your contact's real are. Who seeks the ships? Is the Khanate our true enemy? What is the nature of sleep? Ah, yes. Wyverns only answer a question with a question. It's an annoying habit in a spy. Perhaps you can piece the report together. Need 75 mirrors for that. But we could just use a riddling contact. Your contact's riddles make little sense to you. Perhaps you can combine them with the lore you've already learned. Eventually, you've teased the meaning out of his words. It's like trying to convince a cat to release a ball of wool. He's cat smug too. At last, you have your information. Wonderful. Let's get a report. I'm not doing shore leave here. I'm in bed, but I want to get up and play more video games. No! Stay in bed. The wind speaks. You fall into a reverie as you wander the shore. There are words in the wind, a story of sorts, of a gate in the north, of a pale light that began there, of a drowned light that will end there, of a high wilderness that other ships may sail. You lift your eyes. On the wall of the salt works, someone has scrawled, "Is there a sea more sunless?" Gain 10 fragments. Now have the... More of Storm's attention, of course. Of course. Ancient Inger knows you. Okay. They still only just know me. They only just know me. It's fine.
I'm in bed, but I want to get up and play more video games. You're not my mom. No, but... I mean, yeah, actually, yeah, I'm not your mom. You know what? Fair point, son. You got me.
Snow sweeps down from the north. The ship's engines labor against it. Yeah, I think you actually do go slower if you're in snow. And we're getting hit with a fuckload of snow, and I think that's actually... that's a weird feeling. I think that might actually be Storm hitting us. I'm not sure, though. It could just be because we're in the north. It could be because of Storm. I'm not sure. But once I hit up Codex, I'm going to be heading more like this direction. You know, southwest. Southeast. Or, sorry, southeast. The crew. Green glass and basalt salt in silence. Think about playing Lobotomy Corp. I wish I could say that's a chill game, but that game's not chill. That game's not chill!
Bye. Okay. Bye, Desi. Make sure to eat your veggies whenever you next wake up. Have a good day.
Actually, I think this snow is just because it's December. Come to think of it.
Excuse me. Goodbye. There you go.
Have a good day, Desi, or a good night. Pleasant dreams and all that. Let's just hope I don't come across a fucking monster. We're moving so slow because of all of this shit. This must be Void's approach. The air crackles with frosty radiance. To the north, the false stars fall or fail in the darkness. Yeah, I think I might just be gaining constant terrors because of this weather. I might come back if Mr. Duke Merle is still alive when I'm done watching YouTube videos on YouTube.com. Hey, no promoting YouTube. That place is dangerous. I gotcha. You do your thing, Desi. The glassy chop of dark water, the iron clatter of feet at the hatchway. Let's send out the bat. Ah, yes, the Chapel of Lights. I suppose I can head up that way. It'll be slow, but... I suppose I can do it. I still have plenty of fuel. For the most part. For now. Okay, cool. We've discovered it, but let's get closer. Let's actually see what the Chapel of Lights has in store for us. Because I think I can actually touch down here. Maybe. Yep, there it is. Oh. Okay, you saw that thing? That thing's a fucking monster. It's a fucking monster. Chapel of Lights. Further faithful gather in the shadows between the many, many candles. A bell tolls in the chapel tower, cracked iron laughter. Beware, the aisle is full of voices. Well, let's go ahead and gather intelligence first. What occurs here between the darkness and the light? A smiling priest in a red cassock tends the chapel. The congregation are shy of light. They come and go in little ships, and it's strangely difficult to count them. Perhaps some of them are imaginary. Still, you note the name of a ship or two. Attend a service at the chapel. Locked with five supplies. My goodness. Yeah, I want to use all of that. Fuck that. Have you found any pirates yet, Matt? Yeah, I've killed a couple. Now, what I'm really scared of is that thing right there. You can barely see it right next to the submarine tutorial. That thing's a fucking monster. Eat the chapel's bounty. A smiling priest unlocks the door of this storehouse for you. Here, he says. Eat, but take nothing away with you. Rich and red, they have shark steaks plucked from the sea, thin slices of cavern tuna, translucent and delicate as paper, little crimson cakes flavored with cinnamon and coated with poppy seeds, tomatoes impossibly ripe and sweet so far from the surface. Gorge yourself. Leave with the juices dripping from your chin. It can't hurt me if I'm at port, I think. Please go away. Go away. Please go away. I love you. Have you, killed a monster? That thing will kill me, Jeff. You have no idea. That thing will absolutely destroy me if I even try. My best bet is just to wait until it maybe goes away. Hopefully. Please leave me alone. Please. Please go away. Please. You already killed me once. Must you kill me again? If it can just go to the other side of the island, I'm sure I can just get the fuck away. But it is very determined. What is that thing? It just looks like a blob. In all honesty, I have no idea. Considering this is a game that has creatures called lifebergs, which are quite literally just living icebergs. I don't exactly know what it is. It's fucking creepy, though. Oh, it's on the other side.
I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer.
Now! Go! Okay, let's make our way away. Let's get the fuck out of here. As fast as we can, cause fuck this shit. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nuh-uh, fuck this shit, I'm out. Fed the crew. I don't know if I want to go there. What was the place? The Acid Horizon. That sounds peachy. I'm gonna start heading south now, please. I think it just looking like a blob kind of makes it more terrifying. It's like you don't exactly know what it is. The crawling stars. What the fuck is this? The lookout shouts far above. The false stars in the cavern roof are shifting. A rare and ominous event. What now? Let's do it! The Z-Bat. Bats is luck. A gap-toothed stoker avers. All agree, leathery but lucky. You were fortunate. You've lost 5 terror. Wonderful. What's with this music? I'm not fucking with that. Absolutely not. Fuck that. You know? This must be Void's approach. The aircraft. Okay. Why is it so dramatic? Okay. We'll go ahead and have a quick stop at Thornwell Croft. Oh no, you don't. Don't run away from me. I'm a better captain than you. You see this cone of fire? Yeah, that's what I thought. What am I getting this time? A firkin of honey. This is what they call prisoner's honey. Wrung by the lamplighter bee from the exile's rose. I wonder who made up all these names, remarks able seaman Cargit. Someone who has read a sight too many books, I'm thinking. Firkin of prisoner's honey. I'll take it. Okay. We currently have 8 fuel, which is still enough for us to keep traveling south. We don't have to head to London just yet. Let's go ahead and get a port report. Then what else do we want to do? I could put 50 echoes towards getting this guy. Let's get the Tale of 3 Graves. Why not? Who sleeps beneath the turf over on that island to the northwest? Hunters at rest. The Selenite, right? The hunters. They killed a turtle the size of London and built their city in its shell. A ship from the Chelenate came by, hunting the midnight whale. 3 of them had died cowards, so their bodies couldn't go into the Z. They paid us for the land and whale livery. I still got a piece, but I keeps it safe. I got a Z story out of it.
Yeah, I need to collect 100 Z stories in order to be able to retire. I'm gonna play Lobotomy Corp.
I wish you luck. I wish you so much luck. Engage an officer. The sigil written. Well, hold on. Maybe not, because we already have a first officer at the moment. At the moment. There's Abbey Rock right over there. We could hit that place up real quick. Or we could just keep heading south. I'll hit it up really quick. It doesn't need to die. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Let's go ahead and... port report. Reduce terror.
We're only at 37, we're fine.
Knock at the iron-studded gates with news. The muscular prioress, the abbess lieutenant, comes to the door to listen. She nods and makes notes. She pays particular attention to news of marsh beast predations and the traffic of the rooftops. In return, she offers a rather perfunctory blessing, but the blessing reassures your crew. Only took away 2 terror. It wasn't worth it at all. Hey, fuck you. Alright. I'm gonna dissect your ass. Emphasis on die. Yeah. Matter of pages for knowledge. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, since my people just ate, there wasn't much of a reason to, you know, dissect it and eat it. Emphasis on the die. Let's go this way. To this place over here.
I'm gonna collect all 3 birds and it'll be great.
Why would you do that to yourself? Oh shit, Station 3, fuck yeah. This is the exact place that I needed to go. Rock on, bruh. Dude, bruh. Choice, nice, righteous, bruh. This is Depot A. I think I actually need to go to Depot B or something? I don't know. Station 3.
Machinery hums behind high steel walls. Up the hills there are visible outlines of warehouses and a building with a spire.
But the lamps are low where they burn at all. And your ship, the only one in harbor. First things first. We should compile a port report. If we can, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Okay. We'll just deliver the Lorn Fluke and observe the student's experiments. He is terribly excited and requests your steadying presence to ensure he maintains the appropriate scientific detachment. After careful setup, The shed is empty, saving a writing desk and a gigantic mass of needles. The anxious student snaps off the tip of one and twirls it between his fingers. I hypothesize that the flukes have a method of absorbing and storing our lived experiences. It follows, therefore, that there should exist a means of transmitting, reliving reliving the experience. Like so, he stabs the needle through his palm, his eyes dull. You heard Captain Harris Zayla. Target the Ogadai and fire torpedoes. If you hit one of the lorn flukes, then by God and Her Majesty, I will put you out of the airlock and let the spiny bastards take you. He awakes from their reverie a moment later, beaming. That will do. Pass me your notes. I'll carry on the experiment from here. You witness history. It is rare something so awful washes up on shore. Oh. I have 2 extraordinary implications. Cool. Unlock with no more than 0 Soothe and Cooper long boxes. Let's train your my telescope on shore. Might be best to get a look from a distance. Church or something else. You stand on the high point of your ship and look to shore. There's a steepled building on the horizon, by far the largest thing in sight. No cross marks the top of it, nor any other symbol you recognize. Yeah, I got a port report. I'll take it. Try the gate. The only way past the walls is an unimposing but sturdy-looking gate of triple-barred silvery metal. A sign beside it reads, Deliveries. No way in. The metal is steel-hard and icy cold to the touch. Attempt with chisels and crowbars fail. Perhaps if you could bring the ship's guns to bear. But no. If you return with a certain delivery, the gates will be open. You'll know if you find it. Oh, I'll just know? Okay. Noted. Okay, well. We completed that thing, which is cool. Yeah, I'll just double up on it. I'm pretty sure that's the same no matter what. Like, you'll get the same distance for the same amount of fuel, I'm not sure. Jellyfleur! Bat. Go away. I said go away. Uh-oh. Evasive maneuvers. Fuck you. Why is it attacking me? Go away. Please. I said please. Oh no, it's coming. Because I hate myself, Matt. That was a late response. Noted, though. Assault lines. Well, let's first compile a port report. Carries Finkstone to London. The Unmakers are here to reduce the salt lines to rubble, 1 block at a time. Help them in their work by carrying the rubble back to London. You will need a deposit, and you will need a deposit and 20 units of spare cargo space. So it's 200 echoes, and I
Probably get more back. That's cool. Was it a late response? I sent it almost right after you asked why I'd do it to myself. Am I lagging hard?
I guess so. Probably. Yeah, I believe I have enough space to hold, right? Yeah, I got enough. Sure, I'll do this.
If the stones weep, an Unmaker advises you, ignore them. Unless they flood your hold, of course. Then you should probably drop them overboard. Don't tell anyone I said that.
Let's visit the Unmakers.
We get funding from the bazaar, it's true, but Station 4? I wouldn't call us Station 4. It's a little
grandiose. The stones are stuffed with secrets, but most of them are used as garden statuary or occult ballast. Most of them. Some go down to the places under the bazaar. More tea cakes? I'm not gonna fuck with the jellyfish. Which fuel do I got? I got 5. I think it's about time to start heading back. Go ahead and make sure we have plenty of fuel to get back in time. I'm hoping that maybe not after this one, but maybe after the next expedition, I'll have enough money in order to buy a better engine. Like, I think being able to outrun your enemies is gonna be a lot more useful than trying to kill everything. I'll work my way up to killing everything, though. Light ship. Purchase fuel. 20 echoes. For 1 fuel. Not worth it. Oh, there's a place down there. I could hit that up. I got time. We just gotta stay away from the angler crab. And what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a auroral megalops. Noted. Well, here's Mutton Island. Wouldn't you like to go to a place called Mutton Island? I know I would. Okay, Quaker's Haven. Once the simple fishing village was part of the London suburbs, before London fell and the waters rushed in. Smoke spirals from cottage chimneys. A lonely hill rises behind town. Let's chat with fishermen. 1 echo? Okay. Yeah, that's how we get port reports. They sailed the Z around the island. They mend their nets by the harbor. They see all that happens here, but you'll need coin to open their mouths. Little ships and little secrets. Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work. Carnage ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty. Pick up a Wretched Mog. Oh, a mascot. Known as the Wretched Mog. Oh. What does it cost? 3 supplies. I have 4. I could do it. I don't wanna. Maybe next time. Buy supplies from a dockside stall. That's an idea. But it's not. Okay. Let's get heading off. Those ships throng the waters here. The crew grow wistful. They swap old stories of sunlit sea. Oh, some distance to the south, the Kumatian Channel? That's a little too far, unfortunately. But I could head over there, possibly during my next expedition. We'll see. I like the chillness of this game. Again, it's that perfect just kind of like, yeah, let me just sit back and, you know, relax. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Some sort of beetle has invaded your morsel of ship's biscuits. It waggles its antennae impertinently. I see. Well, don't just stand there, eat the biscuits. Good. Good crew for eating the biscuits. Okay. Yeah, this went well. This went absolutely wonderfully. You know, with the only complication being our hull is fucked. We're pretty good. Some things are too illegal for the customs service to admit the existence of. The ministry are here looking for those. Nothing to hide. They leave scuff marks on. Yeah, okay. Gesundheit to me. Yeah, let's collect messages from the harbor master. Let's see, something has changed in the Neath. Someone wants to sign on. The blind bruiser tends to business on the dock. That's all for now. Day, the rose market has changed because it's higher than 0. Arf. Gesundheit, thank you, Captain. I appreciate it. Little proposal.
Good evening, sir. What a marvelous evening it is, if you don't mind my saying so. Given it is my impression you are an obliging sort. I imagine you will not mind at all. And since you are so very obliging, perhaps you wouldn't mind making a little detour via Mount Palmerston with a few articles of cargo, if you happen to be in the area. The cheery man will, of course, cover your expenses for the traveling inconvenience.
Need at least 1 unit of space in your hold. Okay. I need to go where? Mount Palmerston. I don't know where that is. It is only, after all, a trifling inconvenience.
If you would be so kind to deliver this little gift to our friends in Mount Palmerston, then they will see we get to hear about it. And when you come back, we'll cover your expenses. Bon voyage, as my aunt, who was French by birth, if not by inclination, used to like to say.
Mount Palmerston is generally somewhere northeast of London. Northeast. It's somewhere to the northeast. Okay. I've searched a lot of northeast, but I still haven't found Mount Palmerston. We will see. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's deliver a Sphinx Stone. A special constable. Black uniforms, distinctive caps, the badge of the Ministry of Public Decency. Wait with a cart. Sign. Here's a receipt. Here's a discretion contract. Here's a penalty contract. Your vision is blurred by the end of it all. The cart rambles off into the coiling fog. Here's your reward. 500 echoes. Ooh, that was very well worth it. Like, insanely worth it. I'm very happy with how that turned out. Anything to be had here? Does not look like it. Okay. Who awaits my attention? Who awaits your attention? The Exile is a first officer. Tireless mechanic. Increases veil and fuel efficiency. I really like fuel efficiency. That sounds wonderful. How much? For 50 echoes. I can expend that. Afternoon. Ready to offer my services. I'm an engineer. Finance you ever hire. Treat engines like my own children. Not that I have children. Too busy. Usually busy. Yeah, I'll take him. Spot of rust. Spot of rust. Soon see to that. You there. Help me with this spot of rust. Welcome aboard. Awesome. I like him. Fuel efficiency plus 5%. It gives plus 8 veils. Wow. That's a pretty big bonus. Let's talk to him. Hello, hello. Busy now, but always got time for you. Oh, wow. I can increase my veils up to 150 with this dude. That is cray-cray. Invite him to dine with you. His tastes are Spartan. He eats little, drinks only water, barely sleeps at all, so you need only lay a simple table. An appeal. Thanks for the meal. And the company. No wine. It makes me sleepy. Oh yes, I can sleep. Too easily. That's the problem. He hesitates. What are veils? Esoteric and occasional practical knowledge. Basically just, yeah, general knowledge that we have. Or sorry, no, that's pages. Veils. Speed, stealth, deception, decreases the range. So it's more like agility. You know, it's our ability to, you know, imagine a rogue is the best way I'll put it. There's a drought. There's a draft I take nightly to substitute for sleep. It works well enough. It keeps me sane and upright, but I wish I could enjoy just one night's sleep if you could help me. We need a clayman from Polythreme. We'll need a mirror catch box. And we'll need to go to Hunter's Keep. I'll explain when we get there. No, I'm serious. I would owe you a great deal. Huh, I know Hunter's Keep. Mirror catch boxes are rarely sold in London, but can be found in Connate and occasionally elsewhere. Noted. You want to buy some outlandish artifacts? That's one, and here's the second one. We're getting favor with them, which is very well worth it. Oh, extraordinary implications. Do I want to? No, not at the moment. Let's see if there's other uses for it first. Who all? A visit to Clattermont's tattoo parlor. You're a real sailor now, after all. You could go one of, You could go to one of those tobacco and prey places by the docks, and the prices of Clattermont's are reasonable. His daughters are real artists. But what sign will you choose? Harf? Commemorate your daring. Increases my iron by 2 and cure 25 points of terror. Huh. Oh, all of these decrease my terror by some. Okay. I won't hold on to Z stories. I believe, I might be wrong. I don't know how this works. We have several memories from distant shores. We could go ahead and get a tattoo. Using up a memory from a distant shore. It would increase my mirrors by 2, which would kind of work out. It's my lowest skill. Only requires 1 echo to get a tattoo. Damn, they sell cheap. Okay. I don't know. I think I'll just hold off on it.
At least for now.
The Dark Spectacled Man, let's go ahead and trade all of our strategic information, along with that strategic information. Invisible Eyes. He's hard to read with those glasses, but he reads the summary intently. Satisfactory, he says at last. Eminently satisfactory, actually. Good work. Take this for your trouble. The clerk will see you paid. 150 echoes. Wonderful. And of course, let's just submit my port reports. And what is the day-to-day like to those farther shores? Vinderbite, Wither, Shepherd Isle, but we are not going to try and submit as fact. Abbey Rock, Chapel of Lights, Codex, the Salt Lions, Quaker's Haven, and let me see. Anything in particular you need? Speak to our agent there. In return, we'll see that you're rewarded. Where do I need to go? Need to retrieve it in Cumaean Canal. South along the coast from London. Noted. I might be able to hit that up depending on how much fuel I got, you know. Okay. So far, so good. I'm liking this. I'm very much liking this. Merchant Venturer. I have need of a reliable agent. Failing that, an inventive one. Here are my requirements. An opportunity for profit. He has very specific needs, but he'll pay much better than market rates. A won't ask how you came by these things. The Venturer has a request. Speak to him further. Check your journal. 7 outlandish artifacts, or 7 bale of parabola linen. So I'll just start saving up outlandish artifacts and linen from this point on. You know, I'll see if I can make do with that. What the fuck? Oh. Unstamped crate of brilliant souls, you know. As you do. As you do. Okay, let's go ahead and hit up my lodging. We'll read the morning paper. Lost a little bit of terror, which is nice. And let's, 1,000 echoes for an elegant townhouse, you say? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Okay. Back to the rest of London. And let's go ahead and peruse the Wolfstock docks. A strange night out. You wake up in the back room of Gaston's lampery, head pounding. You had something to drink, but beyond that, it's a... Oh, did I fail? Really? I was unlucky again. How truly unlucky. That's the second time I've gotten this event. I guess at least I reduced my terror by 3. That's something. But still, really? Okay. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and hit up the shop and we'll buy ourselves some more fuel. There we go. That looks good to me. And, we'll have to see about upgrading our... Because currently we have the elderly steeple engine. I could go ahead and buy the Leadbeater and Stainrod Illyrian, which would increase my engine power by just the slightest amount. It increases it by 200. And I'd still have 309 echoes left. You know what? Sure. Sure, we'll do it. Then we'll just sell this leftover one. There you go. Rock on. Okay. Well, I guess let's get a move out. We need to figure out where we're going to go first. First and foremost, we should probably deal with, this whole smuggling thing. Probably. Maybe. Just a little. Arf. Story. What? Does someone require me to take them somewhere? What's going on? No. No, I don't think so. Oh, crap, right. I need to visit the shipyard. The dry dock. I'm so happy I remembered. That could have been bad. Yeah, let's visit the Admiralty yards. We can spare 3 Admiralty favor. All shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. Very quickly. Nice. Only
24 echoes, a little bit of favor, and we're good to go.
That's pretty good. That's tasty. Delicious.
Let's see. Hush phone. Hush. Okay, let's see. Unter die Untersee. Almost safe. Arf. Okay, bring wine to Vanderbite. A dream in a scheme. Admiralty Commission retrieve strategic information about the Cumaean Canal. Where? Arf? Where did I need to... Shit, I forgot where I needed to take the thing. Like, completely forgot. Whoops. Where did he need me to go? Yeah, is it on my hold? Better not be caught with that. Noted.
I can't remember where I was supposed to take this. Left middle, right, Matt? What?
What? I'm sorry, what? Huh. Oh. Yeah, where was I supposed to take that thing? I don't remember now.
Choose one, por favor. Go
right. Go right. Yeah, shit fuck. I don't remember where I needed to take that thing. And now I'm clueless. Oh, there it is. Agreed to smuggle souls from London to Mount Palmerston, which I believe it was established that it's somewhere to the northeast. Yeah, we'll take care of that. Somewhere up here, maybe? We'll see. We gotta hit up Hunter's Keep anyways. Okay. I think we're good. This is nice. We're, since we have the tireless mechanic, we are reducing the amount of fuel we're using. We upgraded our engine, so we should be going just the slightest bit faster. So all in all, this should, like, this expedition should take less time, in essence. And we should get more out of it, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just coming up with... I'm just trying to convince myself by this point of most things. Gotta reconnoiter the island. Visit the cellar. Serpent trap? Or the fuck? Oh, yeah, let's do this. Not can wait. You asked the sulfur-eyed maid to carry a few hints of your news to the sisters. Oddly enough, she comes back with a message that their headaches are cured, and you're invited to lunch. Let's talk with Cynthia today. Yeah, I gain 1 terror, but I gain a tale of terror, gain a supplies, lose all of the hunger I had. I remains unchanged, and now Salt is aware of us. Well, kind of. They're getting to know us. And so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna head straight up, because it said that it's northeast of London, so it could be like, it could be up in this area. It could also be up in this area. You know, it's somewhere in there. So it's best I go ahead and at least find what I can. But the curse continues, never removed. Oh, okay. Good luck. Good luck, Jeff. Hope you don't die. What? You don't own that towel. Calm down. Now get out of here. You ain't worth crap. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and hit up Vinderblight. Or Vinderbite. You know, since we're here. Or since we traveled so close. A dusty glass of wine? Barf? Well, let's, gather gossip first. Vinderbite is not the most promising place for shore leave. Too much decay, too little light, too many bandaged walking corpses, few companions of easy virtue, no cinnamon, no recent newspapers, very little pickled cave herring. Oh, sounds terrible. Let's just explore Vinderbite. A raggedy fellow. Sir, I'm a good seaman. I'm yours if you'll have me. Will you have me? I'm hungry. I'll work hard. He seems likely enough, if a little ragged and sorrowful. I'm not paying for his passage home. Yeah, no, he can join me, that's fine. Oh, I didn't realize that I only have 6 people. What happened? Sure, come on. Taking a chance. You won't be sorry. I'll work double watches. Ask anyone. They'll tell you I have a good name. Yes, eventually you get him to stop talking. His enthusiasm is promising, if a little pitiable. Maybe further effects from this. Skilled crewman. This is the Zayla who came begging to you for a berth. He's done good work, this one, but he's keeping a little shrine to the Salt, the nameless god of the horizon at the back of the hold. Yeah, no, I don't want this. You'll have none of this nonsense aboard your ship. If the salt even exists, its attention is dangerous. Not all the crew are pleased, but most understand. A certain matter has become clear. You've lost Gods of the Sea attention. Nice. Nice. Salt is no longer attentioned on me. That alone makes this so much better. Like, so much better. Discovered. Hey, fuck you. Goddamn bats. Goddamn bad assholes. Bassholes, as some people might call them. We'll just dispose of the corpses. Get rid of some of the terror that we just gained. Rock on. And I think I can keep the light on, at least for a bit. Let's send the bat out. Is it over here? Okay. So it said that it's northeast. It probably means far northeast. I'm gonna reveal this square, and then I'm just gonna start traveling completely east. Well, one of my workers died, lol. That's typically not how you react to that, Jeff. You're supposed to say, oh no, my worker, now I gotta give workers comp or something. You don't say lol. Come on, dude. Come on, be a good manager. That's the giant whirlpool. Yeah, we're just gonna sail completely east. I see snow and that makes me nervous. Because I've only ever found that thing in snowy areas. Yeah, let's try and avoid it if we can. Hey, Farewell Point. Cool. Here the wilder airs mingle with the airs of the nearer reaches. Demo's Gate, named for the navigator lost above. His bones come below. Blood on the wind? You don't say. I don't like that. Stop it. You're making me nervous. Ah, Oh god, this music. This music makes me so goddamn nervous. Please, no. Don't do that. Hey, we found Mount Palmerston. It's further up that way, but we can go ahead and hit up this spot while we're here. Actually, no, that was an underwater location. Okay, let's hit up Mount Palmerston then. Don't play this music, please stop. Nice. We found this place. Mount Palmerston. First things first, chat to the port folk about the Brimstone Convention. There was a revolution in hell and the aristocracy of devils fled here. Here they plot in exile. A shrug and a curse. They don't do us any harm. They stay up there and we stay down here. If hell's fighting itself, that's good for us all, isn't it? Okay, we got our port report. Let's deliver our smuggled souls. A hooded figure with a lantern waits at the far end of the quay. A hurried exchange, you give the hooded shape a sign of recognition. It hisses the reply you expected. You hand over the crate and receive a chitty marked with a thief sign. Okay, done and done. Explore the island? We could. Dig among the ruins. Perhaps the villagers left valuables behind. You could pick over their remains to see what you might find, you ghoul. Nah, that's fine. Let's explore the island. Running water. Fresh water, a welcome sound. Tangles of thorn scrub climb the rocky slopes of the volcano. There are ruins here and there of houses destroyed by fire. A quiet hollow, a stream of sweet dark water, a grove of parasynthetic fruit trees, boughs, heavy and symbiotic fungus. 70% fishing in the stream.
Huh. I should really go to bed. Yes, you should. I'm pretty sure I told you that several times, didn't I, Jeff? You should go to bed. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. You return to the ship with a gulf fruit, gloam carp, and freshly filled water casks. This has been a good day. You're fortunate you gained 2 supplies. Rock on. I think that's good. Okay. Well, looking at things now, there was a place to the south over here. I know there was. Discovered Duggan's Maw. That's nice. I'm just going to ignore them, no reason to fight them.
Okay, and we'll just head down this way.
Alternatively, just... Well, you know what? It's your life, dude. Like, I think going to bed at a good time is a good idea. Especially if you have things like... Especially if you have things that you need to do. Making sure that you fall asleep early so that you actually get a full night's rest is a wonderful idea. I'm able to stay awake for long periods of time because it doesn't affect me at all. Because I never have anything to do. We found the Bonnie Reefs. Is there a place to dock, though? It doesn't look like it. It looks like this is just kind of a place. Oh, Demoe Island. Ah, cool. We can head off over there. See what we find. There it is, Demoe Island. We found it. Now we just need to find out where to port. There it is. We found the port. This music is wonderful to listen to. It's actually... this game actually has a really nice OST. Like, they did it right. Iron and Misery Company Funging Station? I&M has a funger operation here. Felling giant Belegus shrooms for building materials, harvesting Curali for its medicinal properties. It's a desperate little outpost for something like civilization. Up puffs the affable Factor. Oh, hello, Captain. Thank God for visitors. We go quite mad out here otherwise. Quite mad. How can we be of assistance? I'm compiling a port report. The Admiralty likes to keep an eye on Iron and Misery activities. The business of spores. Of course, I&M's activities here don't seem that interesting. Nevertheless, record what you can. Accept a volunteer. We got 7 out of 10. We'll be okay. Explore Demo Island. Tea with the Factor. Sure. The poor fellow needs the company, and he can spare an hour away from his schedule. An interlude. You sit on the veranda of the Factor's house, looking out over the fungal jungle. An expanse of green and sour gold, the air is thick with hovering spores. The scones are stale, even the tea has a hint of mildew, but the Factor is good company. He shares odd stories about the ice and roses of Irem, the monstrosities of the Sea of Lilies, and a little restaurant in Vinderbite where he enjoyed the most extraordinary seafood. Vinderbite, I know. I'd never met a tomb colonist who could cook, but you must visit the place. Do you know it? He also has a load of Boligas Fron carted aboard your ship. He waves away your thanks. I've eaten so much of the stuff, I fear that I might be transformed entirely into fungus. He leans confidentially towards you. It happens, you know. But one does have to eat rather a lot of it first. Nice, he gave us supplies. And we know of an exceptionally fine restaurant in Vinderbite now. Cool. We're not hurrying for supplies, so we can just kind of get heading off. Is what we'll do. We'll head down kind of in this direction and see this Phosgene Bleaks. You know, see exactly what we come across. And if there's anything within distance once we end up down here. And if there is, then we can hit that place up, and then we can just start heading west. And we can go ahead and stop at any places that we need to on the way. Like, we'll skip Station 3. We'll hit up Salt Lions. And then there should be another place somewhere down in this area that we need to hit up as well. For some information for the Admiralty. That's the idea anyways. Huh. We will see what we come across. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. Oh, okay. Let's stay the fuck away from that thing. Pigmo Isle is some... Oh, nice. Yeah, let's go there. Let's turn off the light. Let's not draw the ire of the giant fucking crab. Okay. I think we're out of the reach of the giant fucking crab. Let's go. Hey. Oh yeah, right, I can expend secrets to improve my abilities. I forgot about that. Yeah. Let's speak to you, I have 5 secrets at the moment. Yeah, I'll go ahead and increase my hearts a little bit. Let's get up to a 35. That's respectable. Proposition the Clairiere. Do we? Despite her ironical eye. No caresses. She undresses you and stands scowling at you, as if choosing where to make an incision. Then fingertips and the point of her tongue. She's not exactly impatient, but determined and precise, and she knows exactly what will produce the most intense sensation. Your vision blackens near the end, but she never quite goes too far. When you are too drained and dizzy to move, she gives you a smug look that you could possibly interpret as affection. Ah. You have fraternized with one of your officers. Is that bad? I don't know if that does anything, but I guess we'll find out eventually. Yeah, let's go to Pigport. Let's go to the place with the pig. A lonely desert beach. There's no habitation in sight, no market, only an old rotting dock. A stretch of sand thickens into damp black earth from which sprout stunted palms? Not quite. Tall fungal growths with frond-like caps, as if someone had sculpted the idea of a tree from a mushroom. See what awaits you. War? As you step onto the quay, you hear clamor, shouts, and shooting. You can see, off in the distance, smoke rising from beyond the hill and dots of fire flecking the horizon. 2 tiny figures stand a little further down the quay, unmoving, as if awaiting your approach. The following is an extract from the popular Diary of a Z Captain. From London to Irem, and what we did there before we arrived. Washed ashore on Mutton Island, and subsequently serialized in the Unexpurgated Gazette. The author's identity remains unknown. Hey, how's it going, Rage Quit? By the way, yes. The Tale of Pigmote Isle, in which a delegation is made, a choice is presented, war is declared, a most singular treasure is sought by all, and a new empire is founded with tooth and claw. Oh, are we making history right now? Chapter 1. The Delegation. The figures were rodents. To my left was a Rattus Faber, wearing goggles, a blacksmith's apron, and an assortment of tools. To my right, an unusually large guinea pig, wearing a helmet and breastplate reminiscent of nothing so much as the High Middle Ages. Oh, it's pronounced key. I don't like that though. Quay actually sounds like it's water related. Key sounds like key just sounds like a key. Yeah, I know, right? It sounds so strange. It does. Like that's one of those instances of English trying to be unique. And it's like, no, fuck you, English. Nevertheless, that's the proper pronunciation. I'm going to pronounce it Quay to piss people off. The rat stepped forward first and bowed. Welcome, Captain, to Ratstar Island. I am Edgar, Second Chief Engineer of the 3rd Rat Brigade. I invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice. The rat stepped back at precisely the same moment with what appeared to be the ease of long habit. The guinea pig scuttled forward and made a declamatory chirp. Welcome, Captain, to the Isle of Caviar. I am Lady Augustus Devereux Finch of the Blackwater Finches, Seneschal to our King Graysnaw. First of his name, I invite you to avail yourself to food and fuel at our expense. The only cost to you is the choice. The two stood at attention, looking at me expectantly. I spoke to the chief engineer. His eyes had a wave-cold glint to them, and he wore his scars like jewels. A rat in the making. I asked the chief engineer to elaborate. He looked at me for a long, measured moment before speaking gruffly. We came to this island to make a home for ourselves away from London. It's cats and snuffers, it's rat-skin suits. We came to live as citizens of our own republic. We came with our tools, our teeth, our clever hands, and we made a beautiful city by the light of the rat star that shone bright and blue in Mount Ararat. The chief engineer nodded towards the distant hills. One day we braved the depths of the Chicken Woods, and from the top of Mount Ararat we plucked the rat star to be our light, our beacon. But the pigs of Cavies saw the light and they lusted for it. They sent armies to rule and steal our star. We will not permit them to take what is ours. We will resist to our last breath. Will you join us in defeating them?
What the fuck is going on? Wait, wrong one.
Cock-a-doodle mumblefuck. I spoke to the Seneschal. A knight out of habit. The Seneschal cleared her throat with a delicacy to rival the Duchess owns before speaking.
Graysnaw the king, our lord and sovereign, full 7 months had sojourned on the sea, conquered this land and won the southern main. Now no fortress against him shall remain, no city walls be left for him to gain. Save the rats, the squeak behind mountain, unlikely was the lamb of our deliverance. Assured shall be our glories and their fall, when our lady's eye restored be to our hall.
The Seneschal composed herself, then added,
We saw truth and beauty by the light of our lady's eye on Mount Caveat. But the rats, with their guns and their chatter and their peasants' politics, stole it from us. We will subjugate them and take it back. They are rabble, and we will rule them with the steel-shod velvet of our paws. Will you join us?
Well, you know, I was gonna say no because you're clearly like, the rats have a republic. You guys are clearly a monarchy. And monarchies tend to fail much faster than republics in most cases. But you worded your thing as a poem, so I gotta go with you.
I was ready to make my choice. The other option is to broker a peace. But could I do it? Could I? Guys, what do you think? Should I side with the chief engineer,
The Seneschal, or try to broker a peace?
It's a good question.
I'm so curious. I'm so curious what to do here. Because I feel as though there's probably more to gain by just taking a side. I don't know. I absolutely don't know.
This is a hard one. I'm gonna go with the Seneschal. Was it her charm or a fondness for London's rat skin coats that swayed me. Perhaps a little of both. At any rate, I was keen to find out more about their civilization. A friend for Cavies. I bowed to the seneschal, who purred with pleasure while the chief engineer gnashed his teeth, but kept his distance.
You have chosen wisely, Captain, said the seneschal. Come, and I will explain our situation to you in greater detail.
Ah, free fuel and supplies. I like it. Oh my god, I fucking love this.
Oh my god, I love this so much.
The seneschal led me to the southern side of the island, skirting the Did we just skip a chapter? Skirting the chicken woods. We passed through a number of raised mounds of earth mixed with fortifying strips of mushroom flesh, which I supposed to be makeshift walls. The settlement was dazzling. This side of the island appeared to be absolutely wreathed in scintillac. The Cavies' dwelling was awash with silver phosphorescence. It was a large colony. Most noticeable was the steam pennies, the impassable lamb that had run aground, from which Cavies came and went, bearing supplies. To the right of the ship, farther down the beach, a large group of Cavies lay on bundles of colorful cloth, whining and wailing as if in pain. To the left of the ship was a ramshackle tent of poles and linen, in front of which guinea pigs clashed against each other and sharpened their teeth. In the center of the village was a covered dais, veritably festooned with colorful cloth and guarded by well-decorated knights. I suspected this was where King Gracenaw kept counsel.
Be welcome, Captain, in the kingdom of Cavia, capital of our isle and blessed by the light of Our Lady's eye.
The seneschal spoke solemnly, but with a hint of sadness to her words.
Oh, so it was, and shall be again. I must speak with our king and prepare your arrival. My page will show you the area and bring you in sight of his splendor in good time, page.
A much smaller guinea pig, its fur braided with a slender strip of parabola linen, scurried over and bowed. The seneschal took her leave. I'll visit the hospital.
Were those guinea pigs quarantined?
The Black Death, an elderly-looking Cavie, greeted me, eyeing me gravely.
Many of us sickened during the voyage, a rotting in our teeth, a weakness in the flesh. This isle was our salvation. The stronger among us made a pilgrimage toward the pool of Our Lady's light, and then, miracle of miracles, they were cured. They bathed her, they drank her sweet waters, and the strong brought the weak to her in turn. Soon we were thriving again, bearing our children and raising them to love Our Lady's eye and see it in her deliverance.
The elder looked sorrowfully at the sick under his care.
Since the rats stole her, the sickness has returned. All this light is but a mockery of hers, and we gain from it no benefit. The only thing,
the elder's ears and voice flattened in a hiss,
that helps our condition is the flesh, the very hearts and livers of the rats who stole her from us.
The seneschal led me to the southern side of the island, skirting the chicken woods. We passed... Oh, it's still here. Okay. I visited the steam pinnace of the beach. Was this indeed the impossible lamb? Was it reported overrun by rats? A chalky shore. The page chattered while I inspected the vessel.
Rats? Never. The splendor of Cavi overtook this vessel. I was born here, the first native of Cavia. But all our elders remember the voyage. It was hard, they say, but we were harder. But the sea is black and unkind. We were lost in the dark for weeks, and no one speaks of these terrible times. But out of the darkness comes the light of Our Lady's eye. guiding us here to our own isle. In time we will ride the waves again, perhaps, once we have recovered our eye. Is it not splendid?
It certainly may have been, at one time, but I could see the hull had been severely damaged by the Skintalak reef. There was no way the cavies could hope to repair it themselves, or wherever the page said they were stranded here. I visited the barracks. What chance could guinea pigs stand against the weaponed might of the Rattus Faber? Evening the odds. The page led me to the barracks where the knights didn't deign to speak to one so undecorated as I. The page, however, was eager to answer my questions.
The rats have no weapons, none to speak of. Where's a gun without a bullet? A sword without a blade? Ours are the supplies, the knives, the soft stuffs, and the glory. Their teeth are sharp, it is true, while ours...
The page hesitated as the knights glowered at him.
Are sharper. All praise to the flowers of the House of Cavi. One
knight preened while another grunted indifference, working a whetstone along its top front teeth. As I watched, a particularly vigorous swipe knocked a whole incisor out of place. It landed on the ground in a black and bloody mess. The knight grasped the tooth and vanished from sight. Another glared in a way that dared me to make something of it. I had seen enough. It was time for my audience with the king. The page led me, crouching at first, and then on my knees before King Gracenall and the Seneschal. The king was the largest guinea pig I had ever seen, easily twice the size of the largest knights in the retinue. The Seneschal looked positively dainty next to him.
We are told, intoned the king, that you have promised your assistance to the House of Cavi. This is agreeable to us. But what form shall your assistance take?
It's about 50-50 shy if I go with Veils. I plotted to steal the eye with cunning. One should use shadows to catch a light. The rats would not even know we had been there. Probably. Slow to strike. I failed, fuck. I spent a few hours scouting the rat's shoreline, determining the best point of approach. There, a cove thick with chicken wood, too small and cramped to fear the mooring of a boat. My crew rowed me towards the very knife's edge of shadow cast by the blazing eye, and I carefully swam the rest. From shore, it was an easy enough matter to pick my way towards the settlement, and once I was within 20 feet of the eye, I sprinted. I stumbled, flailing into the light of the eye. This was a terrible plan. What possessed me to think running towards the light was a good idea?
Protect the star!
They shouted as they launched themselves at my legs and arms, sinking their teeth into my flesh. It was all I could do to shake them off in the water as I struck out for my boat, my crew watching in horror as the beasts clustered my limbs like fierce, furry leeches. Gained 5 terror out of that, okay. Oh, could I just keep on trying? I have to retrieve the lady's eye by force. I had guns, I had a boat. I planned to row a raiding party to the northern side of the island where the Cavies could flank the rat settlement. I failed. I gave clear orders. My navigation was impeccable, but it seemed the rats manning the front lines were able to signal the settlement about our attack and keep the Cavies busy for long enough. The chief engineer succeeded in rallying his troops into defensive maneuvers and made it impossible for us to set foot on the beach. I watched helplessly as the Cavies that managed to make it to the settlement fell, singly and in groups, to the ruthless efficiency of the rats. The chief engineer in turn watched me and my crew while we instructed his fellows
in setting Cavi heads on pikes and parading them along the shore. Well, I had nothing to offer but my advice. I would not risk my crew on a potentially doomed venture. A charge. The Cavi's supplies would not last them much longer. They had but one choice, an all-out assault on their enemy to retrieve the lady's eye, and then strike during the rat's moment of horror. I worked with King Gracenod to plan the attack, and together we waited as the volunteered Cavies went off on the assault. The screams were heard from here to the Chickenwood, but then the light went out. We had succeeded. A terrible cost, but to be sure. But the price of victory must always be paid in blood. Hail Cavia. Huh. The rats were defeated. Cavia was triumphant. All that remained were the celebration, the continuation of our voyage. Oh, how we feasted long into the night then. I invited one of the Cavies to join us. They were reputed to be excellent swimmers, adorable enough to boost morale, and if times should become lean, I thought, maybe a guinea pig stew would buy the crew a day or two before they started eating each other. Welcome aboard. The Seneschal, of course, couldn't abandon her duties, but she made certain my request was cried out in the village square. The page squeaked excitedly and sought permission from her to join my party. I will record your doings for the glory of Cavi, he declared, and I'd like to see more of the world. I waved for him to gather up some effects and say goodbye to his family before lifting anchor and setting off. The survivors were being treated poorly, but the rift did not seem entirely insurmountable. Generous in victory, I appealed to the house of Cavi's grace and good breeding, and praised King Gracenod's magnanimity. Perhaps the rats knew not what they did in stealing the eye. Perhaps they were only stumbling about in the dark for a light, as the Cavies were themselves, while lost at sea. The Seneschal and the king exchanged a look. The Seneschal murmured something into the king's ear, and he purred decisively.
The air is marine to forgive, Cavine.
He looked towards the chief engineer.
If you will cede all right to Our Lady's eye, and help us place it back in its pool of holy pilgrimage, and if you agree to terms of tribute.
Trade? Hissed the chief engineer. King Gracenod chattered his teeth, but the Seneschal stepped forward and raised her voice. Perhaps further negotiations is possible? As we left, I saw the page timidly approaching an albino rat to inquire about fishing nets. The wide dark sea beckoned. We had eaten our fill and our business was concluded. It was time to continue our voyage and see what other wonders and terrors still awaited us. The end. There, you finish your diary entry, and the final morsels of delicious rat flesh. The Cavies line up to salute you as you leave the victory banquet, escorting you to your ship through the foundation of their new kingdom. What the fuck did I just experience? I just found a new nation. Damn, I'm awesome. Purchase Scintillac. Raise Pigmo Isles civilization for better prices. 135. Ooh. Ooh, no, I won't be doing that.
I won't be doing that. Sorry, I was listening while reading the Fallen London lore to looking at Art Nouveau. which reminded me and led me to look at pictures of Jin and his gun.
What did you think? I suppose we're good. The guinea pig will give us 2 pages. The Blimmigan, though, gives us 3 mirrors and 2 pages. Looks like you lose. Is that text? Close that. Okay. Let's send out the Z-Bat. Oh, what's this down here? Might be a quick landmark. We can go ahead and take a quick look at it. Okay, off we go. We'll need to decide sometime later what I think. I gotcha. Is it one of those instances where you just kind of need to take in everything? Oh, right. I wanted to go to the Salt Lions. I might be able to pick up more basalt rocks there. Laughter from the foredeck. Aw, people are actually happy. Creeping tendrils of fungus Z-weed, unnameable flora, we enter the snares. I see. Anything around here? There's something underwater some distance to the southwest. That is not something I care about. It's underwater. I ain't going underwater. Fuck that. Three of the false stars wink out altogether. As suddenly as closed eyes, the pattern that remains is as hopeless and meaningless as cast dice. Somewhere, Zayla begins to sob. That's kind of sad. Like, you're just looking up at stars and you're like, oh man, hopefully it's something good. And then they like flicker out and then somebody in the back of the crowd just... It's like, oh god. Let's get our report. Let's get some more Sphinx Stone. Oh. I can go ahead and ditch the flare. Yep, have some tea cakes, go ahead and get rid of some of that terror we just gained. And we're good. Okay, yeah, we still have plenty of fuel. Yeah, let's go ahead and head to Mutton Island. Crab! Crab! I need to get back into playing Kenshi. I'm just trying to... I'm trying to play other games so I don't burn out on it is basically what I'm doing at the moment. But I really do need to get back into Kenshi. There is just so much unresolved stuff that needs to be that needs to be taken care of. Oh, it's lost track of me. Come on, Mutton Island. Some of it's interesting, others be meh. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just kind of something that can be said about all lore, in all honesty. Star Wars is filled with it. Harry Potter is filled with it. I think the only thing that's not filled with meh is probably Lord of the Rings. That thing's probably like 90% of it is interesting, and then like 10% of it is meh. But a lot of Lord of the Rings is just so fucking interesting. Okay, any case. Let's go ahead and... What is this? Let's chat with some fishermen and get a port report. Hey, my pages make this impossible to fail. There's not much wind on the Untersee, but Mutton Island suffers eerie gusts and buffets from an inexplicably local fragment of weather, and the air on the hilltop sometimes carries interesting scents.
This be like pure half and half for me.
I gotcha. That's fair.
I think the stuff about the gods is the most interesting part when it comes to Sunless Sea, and like the history as to like how you got there. Basically, all of the mythology stuff is good. Anything that actually has to deal with people, though, is kind of meh. Toasting the wind. You stand on a cliff top looking over the little village. Smoke from the chimney of the Cock and Magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts. The sudden wind thins it to pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly, like a god cut in half. I haven't seen the part of the gods on the Wikipedia page. Might just need to Google it.
Heck, it might be one of those things where you might need to Reddit it.
What a noise! It must have been the caves around the island channeling the air. At least that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is southerly. Oh, I gained 40 fragments out of this. Cool. I lost 2 fear. Could spend 20 echoes to get rid of some of this fear. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, sure.
Oh, I only got rid of 1 fear. That wasn't worth it at all. So, I'm gonna head southward. Come on, we don't need to kill him. It's just a crib. Yeah, so we'll head southward because there's supposedly... The place I need to go to is to the south of Fallen London. I believe it's along the coastline, come to think of it, so I should start heading more over there. Oh, nope, there it is. The Cumaeus Canal, which is right here. I found it! Woo! Hold on. I gotta figure out how to get inside of here real quick. One moment. Okay. The Cumaeus Canal staging area. The canal ascends through locks and gates and as shadow turns to the sunlight of the surface. Let's gather information. Many ships pass this way, but perhaps you'll pick up something they missed. Business as usual. The gates open and shut. The locks remain free from sabotage. If anywhere besides London is safe in all the Untersee, it's here. The surface nations have an interest in keeping the way open. I think that's fair. Let's fulfill the commission. Row out and make a contact at the foot of the Albertine gates. The password is, the Empire remembers.
Some serious Silent Hill vibes from the melody. I could hear that.
In the shadow of the gates, a deeply tanned vagabond waits in a jolly boat. His clothes are ragged and his face is filthy, but his voice and manners are educated. His message is a string of numbers and the names of 7 towns in Essex. Shropshire. Cumbria. He insists that you repeat it back to him 3 times. He will not allow you to commit it to paper. Sure, let's listen to surface gossip. The ships of the surface linger here. This is their lifeline to a warmer place. A sorry end. The card game ends badly when one surface sailors knife another for all the usual reasons. The other players scrabble for the coins that spills from the... Oh yeah, this whole thing. Yeah, I got some move in the great game. That's awesome.
Time to leave.
Okay, so now we'll just head upward. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to really gain by around here. Don't do it. Don't do it. He's gonna do it. He tried. He failed. Now he must die. Oh, no, you don't. Stop it. There we go. And just like that, he's dead. I could save a little bit on supplies. Could also just gain some... You know what, yeah. I'll just gain some fragments. Because the thing is, you know, fragments lead to secrets, secrets lead to upgrading my character. It's pretty well worth it to actually get secrets. So spending, you know, killing a creature and then using your time to get fragments from it is actually fairly worthwhile. Hey, fuck you. I should have avoided that. Take that. I'm gonna explode you. More pages, or more fragments.
And just like that, we're onward.
Yeah, no, I really like the music in this game. It's a nice chill vibe, I would say, with a slight amount of like haunt to it, if that makes sense. Currently running it through in my mind what I'm going to do tomorrow. I've really been enjoying the Payday 2 achievement hunting as of late, because I feel like I'm actually working towards something and making progress on something. So I could, so I'll probably end up doing that for the day stream, and then during the night stream I'll probably go back to Kenshi. I could also continue with Tower of Time. Yeah, I got nothing to hide. Bitch. Let's see, something has changed in the Neath. Someone wants to sign on. The Blind Bruiser attends to business on the dock. That's all for now. Okay. Let's go deal with the Admiralty first. what am I supposed to be giving him? Strategic information. Satisfactory. Cool. I'll ask him if he has any other particular needs. From Avid Horizon, somewhere northeast of London. I think I've found that place by this point. Let's submit my port reports. Omitted. This is my colleague, Mr. Velian of the Ministry of Public Decency. Mr. Velian, the good captain's report here. If you would care to... Yes, the fire's already lit. That is... There we go. Now only ashes remain, and it might have caused such a lot of trouble. Thank you, Captain. We appreciate your discretion. Here's your payment. You need not trouble yourself further in this affair. I got 100 echoes from that. Wow. Huh. Command Canal. They don't even give me fuel for going down there. They're like, you had a vacation. Fuck you. Big Moat Isle. I'm not certain I heard you correctly. Report submitted. Are you quite certain this is the report you wish to make? So be it. Yeah, dude. Big Moat Isle. Whoops. Just dump it overboard. I need to go to London and sell the, Sphinx Stone. There we go. Much better. Okay. Let's, I'm pretty sure I still have one or two more. Nope. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Can't do anything for the venture. There's a new recruit. The Genial Magician. Good afternoon, sir. Perhaps I can do your engine some good, no? Haha. I'm quite the engineer. Difficult to credit, isn't it? But, yeah, my references. The Genial Magician increases veil and mirrors. I don't think I need that. I'm just gonna get some random bloke. For 5 echoes. I'm cool with that. I'm very much cool with that. Thank you. I want to power my pages. I just want my pages to be freaking out of this world. So let's get the gambit. Some of the Clathermont's tattoos are coded messages for spies. Perhaps you have a hidden motive. The gold needle pricks Lily Clathermont hums. Is that butter on the chestnut's head? She shrugs. The ways of the great game are tangled. She doesn't seem to be mocking you. A pop-eyed pole across the parlor sees your new tattoo, hisses and ducks his head in respect. Cool. Cool, I'll take it. I guess I now have the gambit in my skin. Our proposition encouraging occasion this is, to meet again, here in this place, which has been so very fortunate for us both. Allow me to shake you warmly by the hand, since you have demonstrated your unswerving commitment to fair dealing and honest conveyance. Very good. My patron will toast you. You do need to cover your costs. Here's your compensation, and a little fuel, and a few barrels of biscuits that certain other captain has widely surrendered for the common good.
I will take the good work to my patron. And if I am a man of my word, we'll see each other again. Unless a whale eats you, of course, in which case I hope you will not think poorly of me for wishing that we will not. Oh. Once more, we find ourselves here in the quayside that, what is, I suppose you might say, the lip of the well of opportunities. Let us both drink deeply from the well, by which I mean my patron has a task for you.
Okay. What is it this time?
Of course, if you return to London without the little package, I will probably have something sharp to say about it.
Just find your favorite pattern, design, texture B. Okay. Ooh, that is nice. That's
That's pleasant to look at.
Now bring the package back here. And it is my hearty recommendation that you avoid the ungentle attention of the X-Series. On account of it, if you return without the package, it is of no interest to my patron whether you have lost it or had it taken from you. Good luck. Good luck.
Okay. Where am I supposed to take this? Take the package from Khan's Heart in the Salt Steps. Okay, so I have to find Khan's Heart. Okay. I don't know if I know where that is. That's fine. Let's go to my lodging. And read the morning paper. Ooh, there was a coupon. I got free supplies. Back to the rest of the city, and let's just peruse Wolfstock. Sea shanties. Good companionship in the warmth of a pub fire. I was fortunate this time. Cool.
Ship is still in good condition for right now. A Art Nouveau style from the Hotel Tassel. If only I could get a jacket that has some kind of style on it. An asymmetric kind of style.
That would be cool. I would greatly enjoy something like that. Yes, let's go to the shop, and I figure I'll up. Well, hold on. I know I have 2,000. I'm not buying a. I'm not buying a ship. I just want to take a look at the ships they have to offer. I got 15 fuel. I'm probably going to round it off to 20. But let's go ahead and buy ourselves the Leadbeater and Stain Rod Brodicia for 1,000. Which, yeah, gives us a... that's a plus 500 engine power. AKA good stuff. Then we'll go ahead and sell the old one. Nice. Okay, and we have 1353, but might as well just subtract 1,000 of that because we don't want to piss off the bruiser. Like, at all. At all. Very good spot. I'm happy with things. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, let's go ahead and buy some extra fuel.
I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, though, because it's getting a little late. And, I'm going to go over to Insano's and chill out over there for a little bit. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Ooh, Mordhau. Ooh, that's an idea. I could do Mordhau tomorrow. That's an idea. In any case, you all have a wonderful night. Remember, do not text and drive. Do not drink and drive. 10-2 people, 10 and 2, and happy days and sunshine ahead. And if you are heading to bed, pleasant dreams to you. Have a good night, everyone. What is this? Oh, that's not too bad. Take care of yourselves, okay?
Bye-bye, guys.